Hi friends, welcome to Happy Nursing. I'm Hila and we will discuss what is philosophy today. Friends, have you ever faced problem deciding what is good and what is bad? What is the purpose in our life? And maybe whether there is a God or not? How we should treat each other? If yes, then that is where philosophy comes in. If you search in your book, then you will get so many bookish definitions. Like philosophy is the scientific inquiry about the ultimate reality in the universe, or philosophy is the search for deeper and finer values of life. But if you want to make it easier for understanding, then we can say that philosophy is the mental framework of how the world works and how we fit into the world. It is the strong desire of a human being to know themselves and to know the world in which they live. Philosophy is derived from the Greek words philos, meaning love, and sophia, meaning wisdom. Philosophy helps us to find the deeper meaning of the problems and to arrive at the solution of the problems through the use of human reasoning and experience. Next is the relation between philosophy and education. Now, philosophy and education both are two sides of the same coin. I mean, both are interrelated. Now, let's see how are they related. Philosophy points out the way to be followed by education. Okay, so in my previous video, I already discussed that how a child's behavior is changed, starting right away from his birth, continuing till his death. He is educated gradually throughout his life. So, education is the way to modify the child's native behavior. Now, the problem is, in which direction should the modification be done? So, here the philosophy's role comes in. Philosophy helps to consider the questions like what is the purpose of the education? What should the students be taught? What knowledge and skills should the students be taught? How should the students be assessed? It points out the way for the educator to be followed while modifying the child's native behavior. As we are lost without a map when we go outside, philosophy also provides a map for the teacher. A teacher is also going to feel lost if the path of teaching is not specified, right? It's not possible for a teacher to learn to make a student learn something until and unless he or she is sure that why and how he or she wants to teach. Okay, so philosophy points out the way to be followed for the educator in modifying the child's native behavior. It may sound a bit difficult to you right now, but just hold on a little longer. It will be easier for you once we get to the part where we will study different kinds of philosophies. Okay, next is education is the best means for the propagation of philosophy. Now, philosophy, as I'm saying from the very beginning, that philosophy provides us with values, ideals, and opinions, and philosophy equips us with thoughts. So the question is how to work out those values, ideals, and opinions, how to put those thoughts into practice. Suppose one philosophy may say that God is the creator of all. Now another philosophy may say that no, there is no existence of God and world is made up of only real matter. Now, until and unless we have the needed education, until and unless we study those particular philosophies, we will not be able to understand their concept, nor we will be able to apply them in our daily life. So, philosophy is needed, education is needed to understand the philosophy. Next, all great philosophers are great educators. Okay, so we are already discussing that there is a relation between philosophy and education. Both are interrelated and one is incomplete without another, right? So, in order to understand philosophy, we need education. All the great philosophers like Socrates, Gautam Buddha, Rabindranath Tagore, all were great educators as well, because they always formulated a scheme of education based on their philosophy to spread their ideals, opinions, and values. For example, if we take the example of Rabindranath Tagore's Vishwa Bharati, this is a very well-known university, guys. If you have personal experience, then you will see the students studying there have some opinions and values which will differ from the students studying in any normal school. They have some values on spirituality, God, and humanity which will surely differ from others. Their behavioral and characteristic traits will also differ from others. Okay, next time notice it, guys. Okay, if we take the example of Ramakrishna Mission. There also the same thing. The students who are studying there have some different teachings, different kinds of opinions, which will differ from any other student studying in any other normal school. So the great philosophers, what did they do? They formulated a scheme of education. Why is this happening? This difference of opinions, this is happening because all those institutions are based on the philosophies of these great thinkers. So all the great philosophers are great educators. Next is, philosophy determines a broader aspect of education. This is more like the first point where I explained that philosophy points out the way to be followed by education. Philosophy considers questions, helps to explain the answers of the questions, like what schools are for, what subject matter is important, what should the students learn, what are the materials and methods that should be used in the process of teaching the students. So philosophy determines the matter and method of education. It helps the teachers in formulating beliefs, arguments and assumptions to make value judgments. Therefore, philosophy determines a broader outlook on education. Next, we have the classification of philosophy. Friends, I know that this is a very boring topic and it's very difficult to keep up. So I am trying to use examples from different sources as much as I can, so that I can make it easier and interesting for you at a time, so that you can keep up and understand. So today we will go through the classification of philosophy only and go into details later. Okay. So philosophy is classified into two main types. What are those? Traditional and modern philosophies. So what do we have in traditional philosophies? Idealism, naturalism, pragmatism and realism. And in modern philosophies we have perennialism, essentialism, existentialism, reconstructionism, progressivism, behaviorism, humanism, experimentalism, and the last one is eclecticism. We will be going through all these philosophies one by one in details. The first philosophy which we will discuss in our next video is idealism. Today's video is this much, guys. If you think this video is useful to you, then please like and share this video and subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to get the notification of my next video. Okay, see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.